Is Chuck Schuldiner the greatest death metal guitarist ever? Ooh, how dare you commit such heresy, Shred? Well, in order to find out if I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass, we're going to be watching a live performance of Death's Crystal Mountain, recorded in Eindhoven, Germany. The year is 1998. Now, if you want to get on Chuck Schuldiner's level of being a composer and a very proficient guitarist, you got to check out my music theory course below. That will teach you all the things Chuck taught himself through writing tons of songs. Things like understanding the guitar fretboard, basic music theory, guitar orchestration, counterpoint, and we'll see some of these things play out in the live performance. It's 75% off right now. Craziness. So grab it while you still can. Let's make 2022 the year we reach our greatest musical potential yet. Now, looking at the lyrics for Crystal Mountain is fascinating. It brings me back to my childhood, because I believe the song is talking about the ancient Hebrew myth from the Bible about when Moses went up to Mount Sinai and received the 10 Commandments from Yahweh. Inside Crystal Mountain, evil takes its form. Inside Crystal Mountain, commandments are reborn. I think he's using Crystal Mountain as an interchangeable term with Mount Sinai. These lyrics are so good. Here's another line. To assume from ignorance, inflicting wounds with your cross turned dagger. In other words, sometimes the good intentions of religion have ill effects. Now, I'm not making any negative comments about Christianity here, but one of the reasons I got into death metal, and I feel like I resonate with Chuck on this level, is that I wanted to be a more independent, critical thinker. So if you're into religion and Christianity, that's great. There's a lot of positive aspects to religion, but some people don't fit the mold and they're more independent in their life approach. So this is one of the reasons I say Chuck could be the greatest death metal guitarist, because he's a total package. He had his technique together, but he was also a philosopher, and he understood deep concepts. Now, I'm going to need some WAP juice for this episode before we get into Crystal Mountain. Cheers to 69 grams of protein per sip. Oh, I feel the power of metal awakening deep inside me. Really deep, way deep inside me. All right, let me put my cans of power on. And we're going to hit it. Death's Crystal Mountain live in Eindhoven, 1998. There he is, Chuck, the greatest. D to a C sharp. Power chord, and there's a signature fifth harmonies. Even notes in there. Modulation to G minor. That was a really good, compelling modulation there. Another piece of evidence for Chuck's superior compositional power. Back it up just a touch. So that chord progression is like, you think about it as A minor, G, F. But really it's tuned down a whole step, so it's G, F, E flat. Really cool sound. It's like an Iron Maiden kind of thing. Wow, look at all those people. Love you, Chuck. A minor 9 chord. G minor. Guitar orchestration right here. Counterpoint. Richard Christie back there, go crazy on the drums. Two distinct parts happening. D, dominant. Very exotic / erotic scale. Give it to me, Richard. Now, you guys taught me that Richard Christie, the drummer, who I didn't know before, but he went on to work for Howard Stern, multi-talented guy. Feel the heaviness. Fifth harmonies, he loves those. Whoa. Dissonant chords. G. Down to F sharp. Up to C sharp. Okay, solo for Chuck. Give it to me, Chuck. Wicked technique. Back to this opening figure. E down to C sharp. It's actually pretty clever. Usually you hear the opposite. It starts from the root and goes up a half step for that Phrygian sound, but he's going down a half step. Way to go, Chuck. Here we go. G minor. F. E flat. Wicked chords. Yes. Chuck is leveraging this very important tool in composition, and that is dissonance and consonance. The dissonance is like the out-of-key, bitter sounding things, and the consonance, that's your reward. That's when we go back in the key. That's the resolution. And you can't really have one without the other. Very satisfying to hear that contrast between the two, the sweet and the bitter. Sweet and sour. All right. Give it to me, Richard. Guitar orchestration, multiple parts. Oh, somebody's adjusting the mic. Chuck. Ooh, give me that erotic / exotic spiciness. Yes. Now, give me your 2 cents below. Does Chuck deserve to be considered the best death metal guitarist? Again, I'm not just evaluating him based on his technique and speed. Sure, he can play 666 miles an hour, but it's more of the total package I'm looking at. He's a songwriter. He's a composer. He's able to, make these deep philosophical points in his lyrics. The contrast between dissonance and consonance and guitar orchestration, he understands all of these forces at play. Now go deeper with me, Papa Shred, by signing up to my Patreon page below. It just costs you your soul, no big deal, but that's where you get access to everything I've ever created in the way of guitar instruction and tutorials. My YouTube tabs, courses, backing tracks, everything. Until next time, my friends, stay evil.